What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome to another video here on the channel. And if I'm honest with you, I am done with football and Barcelona at the moment. There is nothing interesting going on, so I've decided, I made a promise to myself just to focus on what I enjoy, just to make the videos that I want to make. If you want to see them, well, it's fine by me. Hopefully you'll enjoy them, hopefully you will, but I won't be focusing on the views. I won't be focusing on getting the topics that all of you just want to click on and stuff like that. I just want to make the videos that I like, at least for the rest of this summer transfer window until we start with our new season in La Liga, because I know that everybody likes that. So with that out of the way, what I've prepared for you guys today is a new mini series. I call it the Versus series. This will be a series where I take two similar players, or who knows, maybe someday two elements in football, put them side by side, compare their stats, their traits, everything they have to offer to ultimately determine which one is better. In today's episode, what we are going to be taking a look at is going to be Nelson Semedo versus Sergi Roberto, to see which one is the best right back for Barcelona at this moment. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. It's the only way really which I know if you like which content sticks or which content doesn't. So without further ado, the format of this video and how that is going to work is going to be the following. First of all, we are going to be taking a look at each player's bio, then the characteristics, and then dissect their stats and wrap it all up with a conclusion. Since this is the very first episode of this new series, be sure to let me know down below what you guys want to see, what category will you like me to add, and what other different feedback, basically improvements we can make to it. I'll be very eager to hear what you have to say. You get the deal, you know the drill, so let's get right into it. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. The links are gonna be in the description down below. They got the newest Barcelona kit, so guess who can look the most epic, most valuable fan of them all. So if we start by taking a look at their bios, Nelson Semedo is 25 years old, 177 centimeters tall, weighing 67 kilograms. In the case of Sergi Roberto, he's 27, 2 years older, 178 centimeters and weighs 68 kilos. Semedo has played 1,728 minutes of football for club and country with a total of 38 appearances. Sergi Roberto, on the other hand, has enjoyed playing more football with 2,189 minutes and 41 appearances. At initial glance, one may forget that Semedo is actually not that young, and with this we start to realize that his opportunities to consolidate a starting position at Barcelona are slowly coming to an end. However, this is not as drastic as it seems, because if we actually delve deeper into Semedo's appearances for La Liga, he has actually played 20 games, with 6 of them as entering as a substitute. In the other hand, Sergi Roberto has only had 3 more, with 23 and 6 coming on as a sub. So certainly this could be a surprise for many. It is a surprise for me. Semedo has gotten more games than I would have anticipated, so who knows? That's up to you to make your own judgment. In the case of Sergi Roberto, he is probably hitting his stride as we speak. I mean, the man is at 27 years old. He has the love of all of the culés by scoring, of course, that incredible goal against PSG, but even better, he has the assurance of the manager. We all know how versatile he can be, and he has to be the teacher's pet. If I was him, honestly, I would be very confident about the game time I will get this season. But to make a proper and more, I'll say, qualified evaluation, we have to say that Semedo has only had a max of 3 run of games in continuity, like 3 games, that's it. And that could be one of the main reasons why he was touted for a move away from the Camp Nou, because 3 games back to back is really bad. You should be already having, at this stage at 27 years old, playing 10, playing 15 games out of the bounds if you can, but 3, that's just really miserable. Moving on from that, let's dissect the players' characteristics to see how different can they really be from one another, especially if we take into account they're both right backs at this stage. Even though Roberto is a midfielder, but that's in the past. Like, Yeah, come on, if he has played right back for 3 years, he's a right back. In the case with Semedo, one can identify his game as being more of pace and dynamism. Whenever he's on the field, speaking from personal experience, I feel like our right flank is more secure. I feel more assured, especially when against fast attackers teams like Lyon can have, like Liverpool certainly has, and like Valencia have. Therefore, in terms of strength, to his playstyle, I believe that Semedo is a great dribbler of the ball, bolsters incredible pace, and has an admirable skill set with his feet, allowing him to contain the ball with ease. Furthermore, I would like to add that Semedo has shown exceptional high levels of concentration throughout his time at Barcelona and is in dire need to prove himself for an entire season, so there is hunger in his belly, man. Semedo wants to go and eat the world, and that is something that we can never take away from him. Negatively speaking, Semedo's association is not the best in attacking positions, often taking the hardest route instead of the easy pass back into the middle. Adding to the fact that his crossing is not as sharp as it could be, this makes his contribution in the final third not nearly as deadly as it could be. On the other hand, Sergi Roberto has incredible vision, and his passing range is allowing him to link up with other players in the midfield and also with Messi and Suarez within the area. His crossing is also substantially better, allowing him to contribute to a wider scheme of attack when breaking teams down. Moreover, Sergi Roberto has always seemed to appear in the right moments, showing up his heroic extraordinaires with spectacular runs like the one against Real Madrid in the last El Clásico with Luis Enrique, or the goal against Paris Saint-Germain. Few and far between? Yes, you could say so, but undeniably a very good strength to have. However, in contrast to Semedo, Sergi's concentration levels are often really poor, leading to a tough number of mistakes and positional errors. Like, sometimes they're just blatantly awful, really. You could just scream at the TV screen going like, Roberto, please go back. In terms of speed, that doesn't help him too much. His pace is also not the best, while his control of the ball is also very lacking, leaving Sergi Roberto to be dispossessed more often than not. So I guess that if you ask me, this breakdown actually confirms that the two players in the same position can still be very, very different from one another. Semedo is basing his game from the fast pace and a strong state of mind, while Sergi Roberto is being more associative and relying more on his skills as a midfielder to serve due when incorporating himself into the attack. Next up, I think we should draw into the statistical part of this video. Let's start off by taking a look at each player's defensive output. And just as a disclaimer, all of the stats are pulled from whoscored.com, a very good page that if you haven't used it ever, go use it now because it's honestly very good. They can tell you everything about a player in terms of numbers. It's not a sponsor, it's not anything, but it's really one of the pages I have on my mind every single day. In 38 appearances, like we mentioned before, for Portugal and Barcelona, Semedo has produced 1.6 tackles per game, going all the way to 3.5 for Portugal's 2 games in the UEFA Nations League against, was it Netherlands and Switzerland? Yes, I remember. And that number, 3.5, is often very, very high, like really incredible. Sergi Roberto, however, he has only managed 0.9 tackles per game in more minutes, and that's worrying. That really tells you a lot. Interception wise, Semedo has 0.8 and Roberto has 1.4, which could be kind of based on Roberto being further up the field and trying to break the play earlier on the build-up. In case of foul committed, Semedo has 0.9 and Sergi Roberto has 0.6. Clearances exactly the same for both, 0.8. Dribbles passed per games, which is the number of dribbles that these two players have conceded, not the ones they have made. They have 0.3 for both of them, and the blocks, Semedo has 0.3, while Sergi Roberto has 0.1. So overall, like I said before, this could be to the position they are both on the field. This could be positive and negative depending on the perspective that you see it. In my opinion, I would say that is negative in a way because Sergi Roberto is further up the field, not because I think Valverde is telling him to, just that's the way that he plays and that's what they're looking for in Sergi Roberto. In the case of Semedo, he's a player that knows much better that transition, going from defense to attack, and that's why he has better numbers when it comes to defense. But if we take a look now at the offensive stats, however, both of them have scored at least one goal. But as you will see now, Sergi Roberto demolishes Semedo in terms of assists, from 7 to 0. In shots per game, doesn't really matter for both of them because they're not here to score goals. They have 0.3. But in terms of key passes per game, like hold your horses, really grab yourself into your chair or whatever where you're watching this video, Sergi Roberto has at least 1 per game, while Semedo is awful at 0.2. Semedo makes an average of 40.8 passes per game, while Sergi Roberto makes more in 55.3. However, the success of these passes is in favor of Semedo, but just a little bit, by 91.2 with passing accuracy and Sergi having 90.6. And finally, but not least, dribbles per games. This is the number of dribbles they have made against opposition. Semedo has 0.7 and Sergi Roberto has 0.5 per game. These stats reinforce heavily that Sergi Roberto is much better passer of the ball and has a better understanding of where and how to look for his teammates in deadly areas, while Semedo is yet to improve in that side of his game, but is also able to get further up the field in terms of individuality through their dribbles and of course his use of his incredible pace. So overall, who's the best right back? For me, I gotta tell you that Sergi Roberto. Why? Because he's kind of like a mold to a Barcelona system. But wait. That's not exactly the question that I told you that we were gonna answer in this video. No. I told you that we were gonna answer who is the better right back for Barcelona at this moment. And yes, Roberto might have the positive numbers when it comes to the offensive, but right now Barcelona is overflowing with attacking players. Recently bringing Griezmann in and wanting to go for Neymar, I'll tell you that from minute 1 against Bilbao in the very first game of La Liga, Barcelona will be highly unbalanced and we will not have enough defensive stability. Therefore, Semedo is our winner of the day. Why? Because defensively, in contrast to Sergi Roberto, he's a different beast. Barca right now need a complete defense. Whilst Semedo isn't the most defensive right back ever, like he isn't. He still likes to go forward a lot, and he's good at doing that as well. He's not terrible. He's by a landslide better than Sergi. He really is. If you take a look at the stats of what we mentioned and the way that both players play, basically, Semedo is better by a lot defensively, but isn't super worse than Sergi Roberto in attack. He's still good in attack. Roberto is incredible in attack, yes he can be, but defensively he's so crap. Honestly, he's not that good. That Semedo is just all around, for me, the better right back, and he has to be the one for Barcelona in the next upcoming season. So now guys, I want you to make your own assumptions. Now I want you to take all in and make your own conclusions for the video that I prepared for you guys today. For you, who is the better right back? I'll give you all the information. I already put it on the table for you guys to look, and now you guys have to put your decisions in the comment box down below. Make a good argument, make a good conclusion, and let me know. So with that guys, it's gonna be everything for today. I also want to hear in the comments, who should I compare next? Do you want maybe Umtiti versus Lenglet? Will you want Suarez versus, I don't know, Griezmann? Or do you want other players like Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, which is a very hard question to answer? Or do you want, I don't know, maybe Frankie de Jong versus Matthijs de Ligt? I don't know guys, but I will make it happen. I will build arguments for both players and I'll give you a video on it, because this versus series is what I like. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.